Welcome back, Mentees. The Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, and today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming collected editions for the month of May. Talking about graphic novels, trade paperbacks, absolutes, omnibuses, omnibuy, and some manga. So, please stay tuned. And welcome back, everybody. So, as you all know, the way I like to start this off is to talk about some cancellations. And unfortunately, I got just a couple. Well, one for sure, and that is the Justice League of America Bronze Age Volume 1 trade paperback. It's been canceled by DC. Not sure if that means they're going to resolicit it later, or if they're just trying to get away from printed Bronze Age books, which it seems like the way they're going. And another book that I've seen that there hasn't been confirmation of this, because Marvel doesn't do tweets or release cancellations for catalogs. It just kind of disappeared, and that is the Spider-Gwen oversized hardcover Volume 4. It looks like it's just been pulled. On Amazon, it just says not available. So that's not really a good sign. That's the way Marvel likes to discontinue these things. And that kind of sucks because I would have finished out that run. So I'm hoping maybe that means that we will get a resolicit. So we've got 5 weeks worth of books this month. Let's do this. So on the week of May 1st, we've got Black Panther Killmonger, by any means, trade paperback. Man Without Fear, The Death of Daredevil. Art of the Realms. I assume that Man Without Fear is also a new printing of The Man Without Fear. Doctor Strange by Mark Waid, Volume 2. Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, Volume 3. Been digging the heck out of that run. Gambit, King of Thieves, the complete collection. And I believe this is the series from 2012. Yeah, it's the whole series, 1 through 17. James Asmus wrote this. And let's see, what else from Marvel? Miss Marvel Epic Collection. The Woman Who Fell to Earth. I already have the omnibus, so I don't need this. And this looks like to be what is volume 1 of the of the stuff that's already been collected in the omnibus. What else do we got? Now for DC, we've got Under the Moon, Catwoman Tell, Challengers of the Unknown by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sell. New printing of that. So that's an actual solid book. Frank Miller's Ronin Black Edition. So I guess Ronin is now being printed as a black label. Okay, whatever, DC. Mad About the Trump Era, trade paperback, Silencer Volume 2. Takio New Edition. I think that's the Michael Oeming and Brian Michael Bendis series that they did under the Brian Michael Bendis label. It's a new edition that's printed by DC. Wonder Woman in the Justice League Dark Witching Hour hardcover. I don't know if this is going to be an oversized hardcover. I don't know if it's going to be a standard size hardcover, but I do know that this has the missing issue from the Justice League Dark trade paperbacks that came out recently. So this collects the Witching Hour number 1, Wonder Woman, Justice League Dark Witching Hour number 1, Wonder Woman 56 through 57, and Justice League Dark number 4. So that's the issue that was missing. It's the crossover event right after Metal. Kingdom Come trade paperback, new edition. Yay! Now let's look at some manga here really quick. We got Battle Angel Alita, the Mars Chronicles. So I haven't checked out that series. I need to check it out. I need to finish out Last Order, really, is what I need to do. Okay, and then we got Bernie Wrightson's Artifact Edition. This is the new printing. It's a gorgeous book, but I'm going to have to pass because I can't get into those. Quantum Age from the World of Black Hammer. Okay, that's supposed to be the third book in that Black Hammer universe. Horror of Collier County hardcover. Looks pretty interesting. Nailbiter, the Murder Edition, Volume 3. Anybody check these out? Is Nailbiter good? I've been meaning to check them out. I keep meaning to get that first hardcover and just, I forget. Stranger Things, Volume 1, I assume based on the series. And 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank hardcover. Yes, that's one of my picks for this week. I love that book. I have the trade paperback, but last year they released a hardcover for the year before last for comic book stores, and now we're getting a hardcover for everybody, so that's awesome. One of my favorite stories I read last year. Copra Volume 1. I've seen these and I've never read them. So there's 1 through 5. Anybody read Copra? I know it looks interesting. I just never had a chance to read it. Moving on to the week of May 8th, we have the Marvel Masterworks Savage She-Hulk Volume 2. Love seeing these for people that collect them. Now we have the standard edition, and we also have the limited edition, of course. So we have both covers. The big omnibus kicking off this month is Amazing Spider-Man Spain. The hell's wrong with me? Amazing Spider-Man by J. Michael Straczynski, Volume 1 Omnibus. One that I know I've been looking forward to, even though I'm still going to keep my hardcovers. And that only has one cover, so no DM cover. No need to rush anywhere to go get the DM variant cover. So this collects Amazing Spider-Man 30 through 58, and remember that is Volume 2 after it came back, after John Byrne's renumbering. And then it renumbered again when it got to issue 500, the legacy number. And so it collects 500 through 514 and 509, the director's cut. Now, Volume 2 is the one I'm curious about. I wonder how they're going to collect the other. And I'm sure they're not going to collect everything in Civil War or Back in Black. But for the first time ever, we'll get the One More Day. Not that anybody is purchasing for that reason. Star Wars Han Solo Imperial Cadet, Star Wars Age of Republic villains, Decades Marvel in the 80s, Awesome Evolutions, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider Volume 1. I think this is the new series, because I believe her series got canceled, if I'm not mistaken, and this is the new series. Thor by Jason Aaron, Complete Collection Volume 1, trade paperback. Now, if you haven't read it, Volume 1 of the hardcovers is out of print. It's a wonderful read. I'm holding out for the omnibuses because, we know they're coming. It's Jason Aaron. It's Marvel. Nothing that he's done has not been collected in oversized format or in omnibus format. DC, Crisis on Infinite Earths Companion Volume 2, Deluxe Edition. I believe this is one that's been resolicited, if I'm not mistaken. It was supposed to come out last month. By the way, that's the thing with these solicits. Some of them could be resolicited for later, and then some of them do come out on time. So, it's anybody's gamble here with publishing companies. So this collects the Detective Comics 558. Oh, so the Red Sky stuff. Okay. DC Comics Presents 86, Swamp Thing 44, the Loser Special 1, Legends of the DCU, Crisis on Infinite Earths 1, which is awesome. Infinity Inc. 18 through 25, Justice League 244 to 245, Infinity Inc. Annual 1, and New Teen Titans 13 through 14. So glad that they're doing that. Some of those issues are not collected in the upcoming box set. 6 Days, Incredible True Story of D-Day's Lost Chapter, Astro City Aftermath. Here's something that I wish I would get into, but God bless, some of those hardcovers are out of print. Justice League Volume 2, Graveyard of the Gods. I believe that this is the Scott Snyder and Michael Janin run. Yeah. So this collects Justice League 8 through 12 and Justice League Aquaman Drowned Earth 1 and Justice League Aquaman Drowned Earth 1. I feel like I just said that. Waiting for the hardcovers. And Pearl Volume 1. That is Brian Michael Bendis. Now let's see. What else do we have? Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer looks like it's got some good artwork. Okay, One Piece Volume 90. Good God, 90 volumes. Way to go, One Piece. It's a lot of catching up for people that haven't read them yet. Dragon Ball Super Volume 5. And I think that's it for as far as me. Let me know what manga you are picking up, though. So that's one of my favorite things to do, is read the comments and see what people are picking up for these weeks. As far as other publishings, we got Freeze Volume 1, Blackbird Volume 1, Quantum and Woody Volume 2, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer Volume 1. That is the new run by Boom Studios, and I kind of dig that cover. It's pretty cool. Very retro, but I like it. And Dan Mora, I know, is the artist. I'm not familiar with the writer, Jordi Belair. No idea who that is. But Dan Mora is the fabulous artist on Claws. Grant Morrison's Claws. Okay, moving on to the week of May 15th. Marvel Masterworks. More Masterworks. Invincible Iron Man Volume 12. Once again, collected in the Standard Edition and the Limited Edition here. And this collects issues of Iron Man 95 through 112. Thor by Jason Aaron and Russell Dauterman, Volume 3. This is the way I've been getting them, the oversized hardcovers. I'll be picking this up as well, because this finishes out the Mighty Thor run that he did, the Jane Foster stuff. Yeah. So this collects Mighty Thor 13 to 23 and 700 to 706. Oh, and it collects Generations, the Unworthy Thor and Mighty Thor at the Gates of Valhalla. I don't think that's the Unworthy Thor miniseries. I think that's just the Generations, Mighty Thor and Unworthy Thor. Yeah, for some reason, Unworthy Thor has not been collected in anything, in oversized format, I'm sorry. It's been collected in trade paperback. League of Legends, Star Wars Age of the Republic, Heroes, Immortal Hulk Volume 3. I'm waiting for that hardcover. Captain Marvel, Star Force. Yeah, sure, if you want to find out about these characters from all over the place, all over time, from different writers, this is for you. Amazing Spider-Man, Epic Collection, Assassination Nation. I love that storyline. That was from the David Michelini and Todd McFarlane. This is already collected in the Todd McFarlane Omnibus. What the shit? Hold on. This also collects the graphic novel Parallel Lives. That's not in there. Son of a bitch. See, this is how they get you, man. They throw one extra book in there, and my dumb ass is like, oh, I gotta get it, because, you know, I'm gonna complete this. And I turn in the Rocky for a second. As far as DC, we got Wonder Woman by Azzarello and Chang Omnibus. This is a big purchase for a lot of people. I think I'm going to hold on to my trades. I'm not the biggest Cliff Chang fan, but I get it. You know, his art is very amazing. I don't know. It never did anything for me. But this collects issues 0 through 35. Keep in mind, this is the new 52. Secret Origins number 6 and 23.1. So everything from the new 52 stuff. It is actually solid. If you go back and ever watch this channel from like a year or two ago, I did my favorite Wonder Woman stories, and that was one that definitely made the list. I'll put a link up here so you can watch it if you want to. Batgirl Volume 5, hoping that they'll have a hardcover, but that's just wishful thinking. Justice League Odyssey Volume 1, The Ghost Sector. I don't even know what the hell that is. Joshua Williamson and Steven Sejic. I love that dude's artwork. I don't even know what this is, but it collects issues 1 through 5. Okay. Huh. Anybody read that? Looks pretty cool. Suicide Squad Volume 8. The reason I have this, finishing out this beautiful John Ostrander run of Suicide Squad. That's it. No mas. I mean, he did another series in the early aughts, but this finishes out. DC actually stuck to their guns and finished out. Holy shit. I'd give you a standing ovation, but I'd be off screen. But I'm serious. That's a big deal. And then Superman Rebirth, Volume 4, the deluxe hardcover, which is the way I've been getting them. And according to future solicitations, it doesn't look like they're continuing the deluxe hardcover line. They look like they're just standard hardcovers. But this collects the remaining Peter Tomasi stuff. So it's issues 37 through 45, Superman Special Number 1, and parts of Action Comics 1000. I assume the Peter Tomasi stuff. Sad to see that go. But that's another story. Swamp Thing, Protector of the Green, the Essential Edition. Now, I think this is a new printing of the Scott Snyder. Yeah, Scott Snyder and Jeff Lemire run. So this collects Swamp Thing from New 52 1 through 10. Animal Man 12, which is the crossover with Jeff Lemire book. And Annual Number 1. We also have Teen Titans by Jeff Johns, book 3. Yeah, if you haven't read that, you need to, because it is wonderful. Okay, so let's see. This week we have Full Metal Alchemist Full Metal Edition, Volume 5. Really digging these, but I hate that they're 2 in 1. I was wishing there would be more. And we also have Sailor Moon Eternal Edition, Volume 4. It's a beautiful book. They're bigger, and those are, thicker. I think they're 2 in 1. We have Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Newspaper Comics Collection, Volume 5, 1985 to 1986. Department H Omnibus. Has anybody read Department H? This is the Omnibus, and I assume, just based on the price point, this is probably a soft cover, but it collects issues 1 through 12. So let me know if you guys have read it, if it's any good, if it's worth checking out. Moonshadow, the definitive edition. Yes, look at that creepy fucking cover with the moon. Like, I don't know what the hell this book's about, but it's got two things going for it: a creepy moon and J.M. DeMatteis, who did one of my favorite run on Justice League, and X Factor. So hell's yeah, all over that. Superman Golden Age Newspaper Dailies, 1947 to 1949. Adventure Time Season 11, Volume 1. Mind Management Omnibus, Volume 2. Those are the soft covers. Bravo for Adventure trade paperback. Spawn Kills Everyone, the complete collection. I don't know what this is, but I like that cover. Includes the sold out one shot and Spawn Kills Everyone 2, 1 through 4. Okay. Never heard of that, but I've been out of the Spawn loop for a long time. Bitter Root, Volume 1. This is one that gets talked about a lot by my co-host on Omnibros Live. It's the David Walker book. So I probably will be checking that out. It looks pretty interesting. This one looks interesting. This is the Roman numeral MCMLXX5. Holy shit. I'm going to... 1975? Sure. This looks interesting. I like that cover. Am I wrong? Is it 1975 or is it 1985? I'm so bad at Roman numerals. This collects issues 1 through 3. It's Joe Casey. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. No idea what it's about. Rat Queens Volume 6. Outpost Volume 0. Or Volume 2. Outer Darkness Volume 1. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Color Classics Volume 2. And Imperium, the deluxe hardcover. This is one of those... I feel like we talked about this one, though. Valiant books. And let's see, moving on to the week of May 22nd. This is another big week because we've got Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 4. We have the Frank Cho cover, which is the standard cover, and then we have the variant cover, the DM cover by John Romita Jr. I'm going to go ahead and say right now that the first printing of Volume 3 DM lasted a day. But people seem to be getting more and more into the direct market version, so you can only find them at places like In-Stock Trades, Tales of Wonder, DCBS, or comic book stores. Collecting Amazing Spider-Man 105 to 142, so right before the beginning of the original Clone Saga, Giant Size Superheroes 1 and Marvel Superheroes number 14. Holy shit, that is some good books. I'm going to go ahead and say that if you want that DM cover, the direct market cover, you may want to be there within the first hour at In-Stock Trades in that F5 button. I hate hyping things up. I do. But I also hate people missing out on a book. So remember, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, May 22nd or 21st. Whatever. They get their books on Tuesday. So Star Wars Epic Collection, The Rebellion. Dang it, that Boba Fett cover. That's pretty cool. Star Wars. Nope, that is it. That was it. Fantastic Four Volume 2, Mr. and Mrs. Grimm. This continues the Dan Slott run. Man, this book seems to be coming out really slow. I mean, it's been out for over a year, and we're only 8 issues in collected editions. Okay. Interesting. But it collects the wedding special as well. So 5 through 8. Spider-Man Sinister 6. This looks like a printing of the Return of the Sinister Six. Star Comics Planetary Complete Collection. I really want to get that because I remember reading this as a kid, but then part of me is like, you're running out of room, dipshit. So why do you need that? Was it that good? I don't remember if it was that good. Silver Surfer Epic Collection. That's one of my cardinal sins. I don't own any of the Silver Surfer in Epic Collections because he's one of those characters that I haven't gotten into. So I kind of want to start picking them up now. I know there's like 4 or 5. One is out of print. But that one that's out of print, I don't have a big deal with because I think it just reprints a lot of stories from Fantastic Four. Champions Volume 1, we still need heroes. This collects... this is the whole run, 1 through 12. That was a fun run. I like that. It's Humberto Ramos and Mark Waid. And Absolute Batman Black Mirror. What the hell? I thought this thing was already out. This book is like at least 8 years old. How has this not made it into an Absolute yet? It's Scott Snyder and Jock. The hardcover's out of print, so if you want to check it out, I guess this is the way to go about it. It is a really good story, and I'm really pissed that they did not include this in the upcoming Scott Snyder Omnibus, but I will talk about that when that pops up here for pre-order. Cover Volume 1, Outsiders by Judd Winnick, Book 1. These are fatter trades. Who knows when they'll be canceled. Scooby Apocalypse Volume 5 hardcover. Damn shame that I have not read these because that looks pretty badass. Sandman Volume 8. Urusei Yatsura Volume 2. Yes. Those Obnoxious Aliens, Rumiko Takahashi. This is one of her earliest works. I bought Volume 1. I did an overview on the channel. It's goofy hijinks, kind of almost like a harem manga, but I don't know. I love it. I think it's great. And that looks like that's it for me as far as manga in that week. Then we have the Pre-Code Classics Hand of Fate Volume 3 hardcover and available in Slipcase Edition 2. Pre-Code Classics Tales of Mysterious Traveler Volume 3 hardcover and in Slipcase Edition. Hell yes, this probably will be the last one, but this is the Usagi Yojimbo saga. There's a limited edition and there is a standard edition. This is Volume 8. And because I think IDW now owns the rights to Usagi, this might be the final one that we get. And that sucks because I love collecting these. Matador Volume 1. Black Magic, the First Book of Shadows hardcover. Oh, yes. Oh, God, yeah. This is a hardcover, and it's Greg Rucka and Nicola Scott. Yes, all over this. You're collecting issues 1 through 11. How have I not read this yet? Sometimes I'm so far behind on books. Wayward Book 3 Deluxe Edition. This is another book that I've seen a lot of people really like. I don't own any of them, and I'm glad that these are in hardcover. This collects issues 21 through 30, so... yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're really digging Wayward. East of West Volume 9, Survival Fetish Volume 1, Middle West Book 1, and Redlands Volume 2. This is another book I've been wanting to check out. That cover. Right? Sold. I don't even know what the hell the book's about, but I'm in. Okay, moving on to the week of May 29th. Kirby is fantastic king size. It looks like this has been bumped up in price, so now it is $100. It's those big, probably doing it injustice here, oversized hardcover books. Collecting Fantastic Four 4, 12, 25 through 26, 52 through 53, 66 and 67, 84 through 87, and Annual 6. Not for me, but awesome if you're getting it. Punisher Volume 2, War in Bagalia. I need to read the new Punisher run. I wonder if it's any good. Spider-Man vs. Mysterio, probably because of the movie. Spider-Man Noir, complete collection. Definitely because of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I don't think... I've read the original run. I wasn't a big fan of it. Marvel Visionaries, John Romita Sr. I didn't even know they were still making those books. Marvel Comics Timeless Tales. X-Force Volume 1. One that I need to get because I've read only the first issue and I really dug it. This is Ed Brisson. The art is okay, honestly. I think that's why I stopped reading it, but I can get past it if the story continues to be good. Daredevil Fearless Origins. I think this is a graphic novel, if I'm not mistaken, with co-written by Mark Waid. Anthony Johnson. Yeah, Mark Waid and Anthony Johnson. Okay. Then we have Speedball Mass Marvel. Right. You know, because now you don't pay Steve Ditko. So, sure, let's release this now. I like Speedball, so I'm probably going to end up getting this. This collects the classic Speedball stuff 1 through 10. Material from Amazing Spider-Man 22, Marvel Age 4. Marvel Comics Presents 14 and 56, and Marvel Superheroes 1 through 2 and 5 through 6. Damn shame this came out now. Maybe there's still going to be a new Warriors TV series. Who knows? Moving on to DC. DC Superhero Girls Spaced Out. Yeah, I'll probably get that for my kids. They seem to really like those. Oh, hell yes. Flash by Mark Waid. Volume 6. Don't jinx it. It's coming out. Collecting Flash 119 through 129. Flash Green Lantern Faster Friends 1 and 2. The Flash plus Nightwing 1. And story from the DC Universe Holiday Bash number 1. Yes. I think we need a total of 3 more to finish out his run. Then we can talk about some omnibuses there. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Hard Traveling Heroes. Not sure how many times we're going to print this freaking book. Green Lantern Volume 9. That's from the Rebirth series. Legends of the Dark Knight, Michael Golden. God, Michael Golden is such a phenomenal artist. But I really wish they could continue the Cape Crusader and Dark Knight instead of this stuff here. So this has Batman Family 15 through 20, Batman 295 to 303, DC Special 15, Detective Comics 482, Batman Special 1, and Gotham Knights 22. Pass. It's just all over the place for me. I don't like collections like that. Raven, Daughter of Darkness, Volume 2. Shazam, World's Mightiest Mortal, Volume 1. This collects a lot of the older stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Like when he originally came into the DC Universe. Yeah, collects Shazam 1 through 12. 18. Not Captain Marvel? Maybe that's what it was called back then. Alright. And the final week for manga. And Cheese Sweet Adventure Volume 4. Don't judge me, it's for my kids. They love that stuff. But that looks like that's it. And finishing out the final week in May. Bloom County's Artist Edition hardcover. Batman the Max Arkham Dreams. Anybody been picking up the Max Definitive Edition hardcovers from IDW? I was surprised this wasn't included in there. Treasures Retold, The Lost Art of Alex Toth. Wonderful artist. Complete Peanuts, Volume 11, the trade paperback, 1971-1972. Disney Masters, Volume 8. Scarpus, Donald Duck, Duck Avenger. I will be definitely picking that up, but in the box set as it comes out. So that should be box set 4. It's already been solicited. Paradox Girl Volume 1. Don't know what that is. Not sure about that cover, but maybe. I don't know. And Saga Volume 3, the deluxe edition. Hells yes. And that is it. That's a pretty big month. You know, we have 5 weeks worth of trades and hardcovers and omnis. So let me know in the comments down below what you're picking up. I kind of gave you guys an idea, and of course I do my haul videos of what I'm getting. And then also let me know in the comments about some of the books that I asked about or what I should be buying from this month. Again, this was Omar. Thank you very much for watching. I love doing these because it gives me an idea to go back and watch and look back and see if make sure that my dumbass did not forget anything. If you do enjoy the content of our channel, please think about sponsoring us through Patreon and hit that like and subscribe button. And again, this is Omar signing off. And remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint.